Chapter 1, The Foundation, 2 years later. We simply don't have enough funding. If we drain our accounts any further, the Empire will take notice and this rebellion will die before it truly begins. Senator Mon Mothma held the edge of the table in a white-knuckled grip. I am sorry, Angel, but I can't, the red-headed woman said more softly. We need a way to access more credits, more discreetly, and we have been down an ally ever since the day Senator Amidala vanished. I understand, Senator Mon Mothma. Really, I do. But without more money, more people will suffer and die. The second figure in the room, a cloaked woman using all manner of disguising tech, spoke. What happened on Raeda will continue to happen, and soon it won't just be a small moon, it will be entire systems. The woman's voice seemed to fluctuate between each pitch and even gender, her voice scrambler disguising her voice perfectly. Her dark cloak and draping hood seemed to be made of a black velvet, but it shone violet in the light projected by the hologram in front of her. The angel lifted a gloved hand, dismissing the footage of the Grey Inquisitor and the destruction he had caused, even in his death. We cannot leave the outer rim defenseless any more than we can the inner or mid-rims. It is the time to take risks before there is nothing left to fight for. But how? Bail Organa scowled, not at the women, but at the sudden wave of helplessness and frustration that washed over him. Mon is not any less in the right than you, Angel. I know how hard you and Fulcrum are working on this, but procuring money takes time, and hiding a sudden increase of crop farmers on Alderaan will only work so long. The stormtroopers venture into the mountains on occasion, and there have already been a few close calls. Weren't the CTs in charge of security and training? The angel asked. Have they been teaching Raeda's survivors? If we can just get them back in the field, Fulcrum and I will have more to work with. Yes, but they're trying to rally support from Ryloth and Onderon. Champ Syndulla and Saw Gerrera haven't told us their decision yet. Jaeg and his men can only do so much. However, Champ's daughter, Hera, and Lux Bonteri of Onderon are more than willing to help, Mon Mothma reminded, voice slightly strained. I see. The angel paced in front of the window for a moment, then halted as a sudden thought occurred to her. Wait, what about the spies on Lothal? They've been busy raising their son and sending anonymous messages to the rest of the population. Surely you do not wish for the Bridgers to resort to thievery, though. Bail rubbed his face with a tired sigh. No, have them send a coded message throughout the system. They can ask people for donations and make sure the givers remain anonymous, the angel suggested. Then we will be slightly less dependent on the senators who have joined us. Very well, Mon Mothma straightened, nodding respectfully to the other two rebels. I must go. Until next time, may the Force be with you. With one last look, the red-haired woman left the room, making her way towards her ship. Thank you. You're as clever and diplomatic as ever, Angel, Bail said, resting a hand on the mysterious figure's shoulder. How are they? He asked, voice dropping to a murmur. They are doing well, Bail, thank you. So am I. Fulcrum's survival truly lifted my spirits. The cloaked woman laughed softly. Fulcrum was always intuitive. We remain close, and they love the children. Even in the security of the rebel ship, she dared not reveal any names or identifying factors, especially when both she and Fulcrum were supposed to be dead. Good. Bail's pager chirped and he sighed. Back to the Imperial Senate I go. Stay safe, my friend. May the Force be with you, always. Left alone with the holograms, the angel sighed. Running a rebellion is so much harder than running a planet. Even when under a Trade Federation blockade, Padme whispered, turning off the holotable and lights and plunging the room into darkness. With a glance at her datapad, she too left. She had to save Miara, the poor girl who had volunteered to babysit the twins.